Welcome back to this wonderful, beautiful view of the land of the giants. We're gonna eat you and kill you. And I'm trying to look down, but it's not working. There we go. Hello. So of course in this episode we're gonna go into the devil's hideout. And I probably figured out, like in the last episode, it's probably not called hideout. Devil's den? Or no, it's called a hive, but like what to call it, I don't know. So we're just gonna head down here to the mountainside and whoop right into the hive of the devils, where we will encounter quite a lot of devils and quite a few problems, and it will probably be one of those few places again where I will have to... What's over here? Apparently a Philosopher's Stone. What else? There's something down here too. A wand? Really?
This is weak.
You know, typical thing to like put into the mountainside behind the devil's hideout. Yeah, hideout. Why do I keep saying devil's hideout? I did that in the last episode too. Doesn't make sense. Devil Acre. Okay. So the entrance is... Here we go. Look at this beautiful thing. It looks so disgusting. It looks like a Zerg thing from like StarCraft. Words cannot convey the horror. One of the pipes must be an entrance. Okay, so an annoying thing in this place is the fact that we will have... Just gotta wait for the entire hour of power thing. We will have our spell points drained eventually by someone. So what we're gonna do is that we already right now we're gonna start placing beacons again. I don't think it's the warriors that can drain the spell points. I think it is the captains. We're pretty high leveled, so this actually doesn't seem like it'll be a huge problem. Maybe the last room where we'll kill Xenofex, which is our mission here, will be a slight problem, but it seems to be fine so far. Devil workers will not be a problem.
That bad mama jamma.
Ooh, 2 devil captains.
Ow!
There we go, draining spell points. At least they chose the one of the 2 people I will accept on draining spell points. Thank you, keep attacking Pixie with the spell point draining. Nobody cares if Pixie gets her spell point drained.
Figures.
Pixie likes it.
It won't hurt us now. We'll find a use for
This
this.
place features
find a use for this.
nice items. So make sure that you check out every single chest, and make sure you also grab 4 blasters in here. You'll be able to... Every character can use them now, and there comes a time later in the game where all you can use are blasters. Without spoiling too much, I won't like mention it even more. But make sure that you pick up 1 for each character, because that will help, or not will help you, it can help you tremendously later in the game. And this is one of those places where you can find a lot of blasters. So pick them up, pick them up, pick them up. It's not the longest dungeon in the world, it's actually kind of short, but the final room in here features a lot of devils in the throne room of Xenofex. That's like the only annoying part. So,
Oh yeah!
of course, again, we're lucky to be inside, as the devil captains will not throw those annoying
Just a scratch.
meteor showers at you.
Ow!
Oh yeah!
This is even more easier than I remembered it. Why is this so easy? Am I really that high level? I'm like mid-50s, right? I guess maybe this is the effect of learning and having like an instructor and a scholar from the beginning, since it gives you so much more experience points. I think maybe this is a result of that, so which once again proves my point that this is perhaps the best combination of
Was that supposed to hurt?
NPCs that you can have in this game. At least that's according to me. I think you need to click all of these 4 buttons. Yes? Don't you? Okay. We're gonna get back to that. Cause what the magical thing in here is that you need to like, I think you saw like back here, you see there's supposed to be another thing opening here, but it wasn't open. So you have to like control the openings of those buttons or whatever. But this is Mathematics 7. It's not too complicated. Just push every button you see and you'll do fine.
Ow! We should just leave it behind.
I don't remember if you can actually like get stuff from these cages. No, you can't. Then we're gonna just ignore them for now. In here... No, this isn't it, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Or is it? No, maybe not. I was thinking this is one of the chests you can find an artifact in, but it's probably not the one I was thinking of.
Hey, the place is filled.
I'm not gonna bother.
We'll find a use for that.
Because the chest I was thinking of is completely dark, so it's probably the one in here. There you go. No idea why the chest is like this, but this one you normally will find an artifact or a relic in. So crossing our fingers, we found the crappiest artifact in the game. Or at least one, or a relic actually, or one of them at least. The Phynaxian Crown.
Whoa.
A fire magic, water resistance plus 50, personality plus 30, armor class minus 20. What's the point of having anything that gives you minus armor class? And it doesn't even give you a nice increase in fire magic. Only plus 3. It's so crappy. It's totally, totally useless. So, we're gonna sell it. If you remember correctly, like, we have a Phynaxian shield here, so this is like of the same kingdom, apparently. But like, who is this even for? Is it for a druid, since it gives personality, but it also gives fire magic, which is more like sorcerer magic, you know? I don't get it. I just don't. It's totally useless. It looks cool, I think. It's a unique item. Like, it looks like a crown. It's kind of cool to have a crown item. It looks cool on liches, for an example, but I just don't get it. Well, this is the lost crown of the short-lived Empire of Phynax. When worn, the crown's jewel smolders with barely restrained fire magic and casts reddish light upon the face of the wearer. The crown amplifies any skill in fire magic the wearer may have and fiercely resists water-based attacks.
Hey, the place is filled.
Absolutely rubbish. So I guess we were kind of unlucky there. But as for our main quest, we were supposed to rescue Roland Ironfist. Well, bada bing bada boom, he's not in that cage. He's not in that cage, but he's that hunky man over here, cage dancing his way out to freedom. Thanks for getting me out of that cage. I thought I had managed to escape and I was able to steal a key from the guard, but it didn't open my cage. Whatever it's used for, I'm sure you'll find it more useful than I will. I need to get back to my kingdom right away. Who knows what sort of horrible things have happened while I've been away. Excuse me for my abruptness, but I want to breathe fresh air again. You've done both Raffia and Enruf a great service, and I'm in your debt. How truly wonderful to see you again. Thanks for helping me escape to Cregan. If you should find yourself in Enruf, come by and visit Castle Ironfist. And he gave us another key. Okay, we can apparently get... he stole a lot of keys from the guards, didn't he? Yeah. So we were unlucky here with the artifact chest. Very unlucky. That sucks, but like, what can you do? It's super annoying that we can't click that one switch. I'm wondering if this will actually work here downstairs now. Downstairs. That's what she said. So let's see now if our road further here is open, and it has, actually. This wasn't open before, so let's just continue down here then. Because we still have one mission here. Rescuing Roland Ironfist was just one step on the way to finishing up business in here. The other is to kill Xenofex, the leader of the devils.
Ow! Ow! Is that supposed to hurt?
Which would put them in this array long enough for us to...
Just a scratch.
do something.
That barely hurts.
Ow! Ow!
You see that these devils sometimes cast Incinerate and it does like 0 damage to us? It's because we have a sickly high fire protection. So once again, that's Day of Protection with like super high light magic skill. Invaluable. We're gonna cast Regeneration now. I forgot that we haven't had that enabled. That tells you how much damage we're actually taking from these devils. We're taking nothing. This is the last main room, or not main room, but like the last part of the dungeon is starting right now.
We'll find a use for this.
No, we won't. Where we have to take a few elevators and push some buttons to get up to the final room in here, which, you know, can be kind of annoying. At least you'll find some more.
Won't hurt us now. We'll find a use for this.
Nope.
Mmm.
Yep.
We'll find a use for this.
Nope.
We'll find a use for this.
Nope. Let's see, only one more button here to push, and then we'll be on our way
That's supposed to
to...
hurt.
Wow, these dungeons are... This game is so easy right now, just because we have a pretty high-level party. Okay, so if those two buttons pushed, we can finally open up this elevator, and we can get to the top here, which is the throne room. So we're gonna have to save here, of course, because this can... Oops. Anticlimactic. Because, of course, this can be actually the most difficult part, I would say. Xenofex is surrounded by good character or good monsters in here. Okay, not as many as I remembered. Is this already Xenofex? No, it's not. And now we can't heal.
Finally. Just a scratch.
Here's Xenofex.
Ow.
Our mission revolves around killing him, which Pixie did with style.
Ow. Ow.
No problem. Xenofex is dead. He doesn't drop anything, but he can pick up his corpse just as proof.
It won't hurt us now. Mmm. Hey, the place is filled.
Very Noidloid speaking, of course.
Mmm.
Can chant.
We'll find a use for this.
No, thank you. And that's it. That's the devils. That's it. But of course we run out of spell points, haven't we? That means we're gonna...
Let's make another.
Nope. Let's watch a cutscene.
So here we are, one happy family. Maybe now we can let bygones be bygones.
You must be joking. After the wars you've caused? After all the people you've killed? You have caused much misery. Archibald Iron Fist, for your crimes against the kingdoms of Enroth and Arathia, for all the suffering you have caused, I hereby sentence you to...
Wait, Archer, you told me you and your followers moved to an island to continue your studies in peace. Are you willing to remain there and trouble us no more?
Yes.
He did save my life.
I think this is a mistake, but very well. I hereby sentence you to exile on your little island, never to leave upon pain of death. Do you swear you will remain on the island?
I swear it.
Then go. I never want to see you again.
The score is even now, brother. Goodbye.
Yes. Goodbye.
I love how Roland Iron Fist calls his brother Archie still, even after all they've been through.
You need medical attention.
Anyway, Archibald is now put on Clanker's laboratory island forever by the threat of death. Roland Iron Fist apparently knew how to use Town Portal as he got back so quickly. Maybe he should have done that a bit earlier while still in the cage. I don't know. So now everybody should be happy. That means we're now ready for the final part of the game. Only one quest remaining. Of course, we're gonna do a bunch of other things first, though. Or not bunch. We're gonna mainly go to the land of the giant. Oh, let me just enter Castle Lambent, please.
I hope there's some gold in there
Oh,
at least.
shut up, Lucky. That's like... totes inappropriate. There's no gold, or there is gold in here, but that's not like, it's not for you. But Resurrectra should be kind of happy that we managed to, like, remove, let's see, there we go. Oh, cutscene.
Resurrectra, everyone is present. The Lords of Harmondale and I are ready to hear your plan.
As you have no doubt begun to suspect, we, my companions and I, are not of your world, nor are our counterparts who have sided with the necromancers. We arrived here a few years ago, weary of our search for the Ancients and two of their agents called Sheltum and Korak. Much sorrow has come to your world because of our battles with our former friends, and I am sorry for that. But we think that what we are fighting for will be worth it. We have been struggling against our former compatriots to gather the materials we need to connect to the system of gates the Ancients were building before the Devil Creakin caused the silence. We need but one more part.
Remember the opening.
When we arrived on your world, we decided to hide our vehicle in the sea and activate the security system. Because we had already begun to distrust each other, the ship's password had 2 parts. One known by me, the other by Castor. We had thought we could settle our differences. We were wrong. Without the password, the ship's security system will be very hard to defeat. So this is where you, our allies from Harmondale, come in. We need you to get that part. If you succeed, the reward will be the end of the silence that has shrouded your world for 1,000 years.
So, bada bing, bada boom. The explanation here, basically. By the way, Resurrectra, Craghack, and also the last one, who was that again? I don't remember right now, but most of the names that you meet that are advisors for the good side and the dark side have been names featured in previous Might and Magic games from like 1 and 2 and 3. I haven't played them, so I can't for sure say that they're the same people. I can't, but I assume at least it's a fun little connection, like an Easter egg, I guess. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe they are connected and they are supposed to be those people from Might and Magic 1 and 2. If so, then please seriously correct me, because I'm not 100% sure, but at least, yeah, that's one of the explanations. So they come from other worlds, because Might and Magic Universe features a bunch of worlds for some reason. Well, I actually kind of like that, so yeah. And this ties into the opening. The opening is, as far as I've understood, set a few years back in time before the opening sequence. Or before you are the contestants on Emerald Island in the scavenger hunt. So the opening, it doesn't mean anything to you before finally this moment. I thought I was kind of clever. When I was young, I was almost always thought that the opening sequence was like a demo for another game, because it had like no connection. But all of a sudden it kind of makes more sense that what Avli and or the elves and the goblins witnessed was the arrival of these people from another world. And then they have allied in 2 different sides. It's not really said what their differences are, why they started fighting these people, this group of otherworldly people who came here. But apparently, since they both sided with the path of light and path of darkness, then, there has to be some ethical issues maybe in the bottom of it. I don't know. Anyways, you are heroes! Your work against the devils was masterful, and the rescue of King Roland was as delightful as it was unexpected. History will never forget your names for doing what you just did. I, for one, am very proud of you to know you. But the time has come to finally achieve our goal. The reason we have sent you on all these missions is simple. We have been busy gathering the parts needed to open the gate to the ancients, the ones who colonized this world ages ago. Unfortunately, our former compatriots also seek those parts for their own dark dreams. They wish to rebuild the Heavenly Forge from the times before the Silence and use it to duplicate the weapons we brought with us to your world. We have been competing with them for these parts, but at least at last we have what we need. Except for one thing. We have been unable to find the oscillation overthruster on your world. All would be lost, but there is one such device aboard Lincoln, the vehicle that brought us to your world. It is in the sea west of Avli and secured against entry, even from ourselves. Now you must wear our environment suits, enter the ship, and return with the overthruster. You'll find these suits in the chest outside of the throne room. For the suit to function properly, you must not be wearing any equipment. As for us, we must stand and watch at the gate and battle our former comrades. Don't forget you'll need a wetsuits to get to the Lincoln. These suits are in the chest outside of... So, yeah, this is the final quest of the game. You get wetsuits, the one that you saw in the beginning of the game, that they arrived in. They take up a lot of inventory room, super annoying, but not really that much you can do about it. And to wear them, you need to remove all equipment. That includes rings and gauntlets and boots, everything, weapons. But when you wear it, that's why I always pick up one blaster with each person, is because you can use a blaster with the wetsuit. So that's pretty cool. Or I guess cool is the wrong word. At least it's useful. We are gonna go back to Harmondale. We're gonna sell some items from our inventories here. We have to do these two. Maybe we can do that now, actually.
See anything you want?
Do you see anything you want? Let's, by the way, see what these lamps do right now. Personality. Betsy gets all of them. Like she needs more personality, am I right? I'm kind of starting to think that we have to sell off these potions too, because there's no way we'll have enough room for... I really want to do some alchemy, but it seems like I won't be able to.
See anything you want? Thanks a lot.
Not a big loss. I don't like alchemy.
Need a new weapon?
Let's go to Arafia to create some items with these things. Is haste going out soon? Nope, then we're gonna keep on going. Dum ba dum bum 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 bum. Really? That's all? I thought you found a lot of ore. Apparently not.
We'll find a use for this.
Nope. Oh, this one's good.
Mmm.
Pure intellect too, huh? But Paladin Boots of the Gods, 10 plus to all 7 statistics, that's nice. Or at least it is when you don't have a lot of statistics. We're gonna use them with Pixie, actually. Just seems fitting that she has something of the gods, since she's so heavenly. So let's see here. Who needs accuracy? Well, Aristide, you know, Lucky actually damages more in hand-to-hand than... so let's see here right now. If he drinks it, plus 62. Plus 64. And on pure intellect, I'm pretty sure that will have to be Aristides, because he gets spell points from intellect. Not a lot, 2, but still, you know, he's pretty intellectual. I like my men intellectual. Yeah. Speaking of which, we're now gonna... Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Well,
We're just gonna sell everything here. I'm never gonna do alchemy. It's not a point or no point for me in doing it. So we're just gonna sell all of these great ingredients for a cheap little money-making something. I'm not even sure what I'm trying to say anymore. We're gonna sell all of my hard-earned ingredients for a cheap buck.
Can I help you with anything?
You can go wild with my inventory here, buddy.
Thanks.
Thank you. Oh.
Can I help you with anything?
Yep, again you can buy all of my potions that we never mixed properly.
Thanks.
And... oh yeah, sell this one. Oh, we're not even gonna...
that's no good.
bother. Okay, you have one blaster too many here. Just gonna throw it out here in Arafia, you know, so people can use it and kill themselves. We're gonna actually say that Resurrection Scroll. You'll see why in the final dungeon. This is always one thing that annoys me, is that... oh, stupid mouse, start working. Is that you have so many message scrolls here after a while that you don't really want. But you still have them. And you also have some keys that you don't want, but they're still here. Whatever, we're just gonna put them like this. And then, I guess the Villain's Blade. Okay, I was supposed to throw it down the well, but apparently not. Like this, and then we're gonna have to place those 2 statuettes, and when we do that, we're gonna call this an episode. So let's see, what we're gonna do again? Sell things, yeah.
Can I help you with anything?
Okay, we got a pretty nice price from it, actually. So that...
Thanks.
Aristides is a pretty well, or good, merchant. I'm proud of him. So we're gonna have to go here to Bracada, where there is a shrine right around the corner. Or not right around the corner, but it's pretty easy. When you fall down from Bracada or from Celeste, you just continue over here at the edge of the map. Continue on forward, right by the tavern, and... there it is. Oh, I missed the screaming. Day of Protection gives us Featherfall, I think, so... And here we place the Angel Statuette, which means we now only have 1 statuette left to place, and we actually have to... Of course, we can't teleport to Avli, so we have to go there by stables or boat. Bum, 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 bum.
Needle, we're
Perfect. Thank you, Hugh Stallion. We gotta go over here later anyway, because as you remember, the final dungeon is in the seas west of Avley, so we're gonna set a beacon here. Beacon, not a bacon. Beacon. Beacon here, and then we're gonna... Yeah. We're gonna do two things while we're here. We're gonna go over here to this island and become some, especially Grandmaster Meditation with Betsy, just for fun. It's not like we need more spell points, but, you know, we can always, And also Grandmaster Alchemy. Let's... Oh, you are already a Grandmaster. I totally knew... Oh, stupid mouse, why do you stop working? Oh, yeah, you do have a lot of spell points, don't you? Are you then also... No, you're not a Grandmaster in Alchemy. Okay. The Black Potion is the Alchemist's ultimate creation. They can affect so many different things and are even wonderful to taste. Congratulations, Betsy. You're a Grandmaster Alchemist. But you're never going to use it. Sorry. And of course, Grandmaster Body Magic, not going to happen. This little shrine we're looking for is outside on one of these islands. There you go.
Ow! Ow!
Shut up. So, boom, we have finally done this little quest, retrieve the three statuettes and place them on the shrines of Bracada Desert, Tatalia, and Avley. So, we're gonna teleport right back to the Valyrian Forest and tell this creepy guy with the creepy smile the good news. Great work! The druids are so pleased they threw in a little extra for your fine performance. Take this. You most certainly deserve it. And that's it. Such a long, drawn-out quest gives us almost no experience, but it gives us quite a lot of, what do you call it? Gives us quite a lot of money. Not that we really need it. So the last thing we're going to do right now, before we go on to the next episode, is that we're going to read what this historian has to say right now. He has 2 new entries after rescuing Roland and everything. So, good King Roland Ironfist, brother to Archibald Ironfist, has been rescued from the clutches of the devils after many long years. To think of what he went through as a prisoner to those monsters for just such a long time is beyond imagining. Everyone had given up hope that he was still alive. The find was almost accidental. My lords had been sent on a mission to destroy the nest in the name of humanity. Archibald Ironfist, the post-king of Deja, and one of the most hated men in history, offered aid for reasons of his own. During the mission, my lords found King Roland in an iron cage deep within the nest and released him. Further, Archibald volunteered to return Roland to Queen Catherine himself. Okay, that makes sense now. Archibald and his brother are reunited. Though their rivalry is bitter, they have never attempted fratricide. Which is, of course, you know, killing your brother, I guess. However, Roland's wife, Queen Catherine of Arathia, does have a history of slaying obnoxious relatives. She has sworn to execute Archibald should she ever be so lucky enough to capture him. I wonder what she will do now. It seems that Queen Catherine has made her decision. Rather than execute Archibald, she has decided that Clanker's laboratory should become his permanent home. He is barred from leaving his island on pain of death. Archibald appears to have accepted these terms and set aside his ambitions forever. But forever is such a long time. I doubt that we've seen the last of him. Our relations with Arathia have improved dramatically. Queen Catherine says she is eternally grateful for the return of Roland and the destruction of the devils. With all the goodwill going around, it seems but a distant, bad dream. For his part, Roland has also expressed his profound gratitude and says he will be returning to Enroth after he recovers physically from his long imprisonment. Still, there is a tension in the air. All of these seemingly unconnected missions for the mysterious advisors, the collection of unusual artifacts, and the assassinations must be leading somewhere. I have a feeling things will become clear soon. The visitors! Oh, there was another one. Our special advisors in the court of Bracada have turned out to be quite special indeed. They say they are from another world and have crossed the space between the stars looking for signs of the ancients and their servants. They say they came here because of their magical devices detected the ruins of ancient civilization, and the equipment to open the gate to the stars and walk amongst them as easily as you and I walk across a room. They say they intended to return the lost glory of the ancient civilization to our world. But when they arrived, 4 members of their team renounced their long-held dream of finding the ancients. They chose instead to conquer our world with the help of our own ruined ancient equipment. and they chose Archibald Iron Fist and his necromancers as their instrument and puppet. They say they need but one more piece to repair the road to the stars, and that piece is in the vehicle they used to get to our world. Their enemies, the advisors to Archibald, also require this piece to finish their own project, to repair the Heavenly Forge. If the enemy receives this artifact, they would use the forge to duplicate their powerful weapons and conquer our world. If Resurrectra and her team receives the artifact, they will use it to open the gate to the stars and bring the blessing of the Ancients' magic to all of the people of our world. Now it is up to my lords to retrieve this artifact from their vehicle and return it to one of the two factions of outsiders. I think Resurrectra means well, but my judgment has been wrong in the past. Does that mean you can actually give it to the dark side guys? The historians seem to imply it as such. Would be kind of fun to see. If you can, like, all of a sudden, like, hey, whatever, we're gonna turn evil.
It's closed.
But whatever, we're gonna call this an episode for now. We've done quite a lot, and next episode we're gonna turn to the land of the giants and kill some dragons. And then in the next episode after it, I guess that's gonna be the final episode. So thank you for joining me. Hope to see you next time when we'll kill some major dragon butt. Until then, I've been Abidinggamer. Thank you for joining me. Bye bye.